slow it down, it will all come faster. It does. They call it. I'm curious to know why someone would go back to demo for some trades when the Project 21 is going along fine. Indeed. J. Carr said, and of course, it's great to see and feel the money in your hand, but that defeats the purpose of what you did thus far. Right, Project 21 is not a challenge. It's your freaking road to freedom. That it is.
It's your road to freedom.
I definitely want you guys to understand. That's why it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. You got to understand that it's about finding your rhythm within the process. You need to find your own personal rhythm within the process of being consistent. You know, your rhythm is going to be whatever it is. But the point is that you're going to find what it is. And when you get there, you stay there. And that's what training is, and the repetition of what we do is doing. It's keeping you there. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, you got to get there first. That's what is the most challenging part, because you got to deal with yourself as you're getting there. You understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with yourself so much in the process of getting to where you execute the process repeatedly. You dealing with all of your shit. Greed. Fear. Because that's a combination of greed and fear when you want to make a withdrawal, when you're seeing an amount of your account that you've never seen before, that you're seeing for the first time.
Yep.
You seeing that amount for the first time, now it's like, oh man, let me take some of that out. And then you hit the withdrawal. But then exactly what Dion said, you make that withdrawal, next thing you know, you start doing other shit and start deviating because you rushing to get back to where you was before the withdrawal. And you don't want to create that loop. So that's why, that's why I'm definitely stressing not doing that. Big Cardi, are you taking money out of fear that you may not be able to keep going? That definitely has something to do with it. Like, ooh, I made it here. Let me hurry up and take this out before the market realizes I didn't know what I was doing. Ooh. Whoa.
It's one of my favorite parts right there. Let me take this money out before the market realizes I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm almost finished with the distribution of today's live streaming. You'll make sure that you'll like the video when you guys come on, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, the little bell. Share the video. You guys coming on IG, make sure that you guys like the video. I see Sadiq over there, and Money Mike was good. Yeah, make sure y'all give it a like. And I got a couple more things to do. Just 2 more, and then we're gonna get started with the stream for the day. All right. And this is a goodie today. This is a goodie today. This gonna be one of them days I could talk some shit. I could talk some shit off the topic today. Yep. Factual. All right, so we good. We are good. All right, let me open up the chat over here so I can see y'all. All right. Okay, y'all. All right, let's see what's going on. Ozzy, finally I'm first. Finally I'm first. Ozzy number one today. Very good. Ozzy was good. Melanie's in the building. Ashton is here. Stacy's here. Ramon is here. Yeah, that gunshot, right? Don in the building. Ozzy said, now I can go back to bed. Lewis is in the building. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I can take that money out. Yep. That's what people be doing, man. Let me hurry up and take it out for market realize I don't know nothing. Man, I missed that 4 o'clock on the EU. I wanted to see how that actually looked just now. I missed it. Damn. If anybody recorded that 4 o'clock just now, please post it in the chat. Please post that. That looked like it did something. All right. Who else we got here? Bilal's in the building. And yes, sir, I will definitely talk my shit. Mark G is here. Ramon said, talk your shit. Yes. Hassan is in the building. What up, man? Yeah, Hassan, we'll talk. We will talk. Siobhan is in the building. You just saw it, didn't give the +1. Went back down. You talking about the 4 o'clock just now? Siobhan, did you record it? If you recorded it, just post it for me. I want to look at that. And okay, so Ramon is saying there was no pricing at the +1. All right. Okay. I still want to look at it though, if y'all have it recorded. Yeah, post that in the chat for me. You take a look at it. She said at 48 seconds. Okay. All right, and I see Maui Jeff in the building. Don, I look for market environment. Before I even do that, the topic today, how do you recognize conditions that win trades? And that's actually a typo. You know I'm going to change it right now because my OCD won't allow me to look at that. The grammar is slightly incorrect, and I must adjust that. Let me do that right now. How do you recognize conditions that win trades? That is how it should be typed out. So let me go ahead and adjust that. And then refresh this. Okay, thank you, Melanie. So Melanie posted it in the chat as well. So we should have a few videos. I think Shavonda said she had it too. All right, cool. Ramon is changing his story now. He says 750 at +1. Thought it was $5, man. Thought you had 5 on it. All right, so the topic is, how do you recognize conditions that win trades? Now, We know that this is a very important topic because that's what it's all about. It's all about recognizing what wins trades. It's not about trying to pinpoint winning trades. And they sound very close, but they're not the same. Well, what's the difference? There's a huge difference between you trying to pinpoint a winning trade versus pinpointing the condition in the market that wins trades, period. Definitely a difference. Without a doubt. So the person who is in trade mode doesn't appreciate understanding that there are actual conditions in the market that wins trades versus you being able to spot a trade setup. A lot of this goes on, and it's almost like people have a tick, you know, like they feel comfortable with the idea that they have some type of methodology or an approach or a strategy that can identify a certain setup over and over again. So in other words, they take a strategy and they want to use that strategy to find winning trades. And the reason that that does not consistently work is because the strategy becomes null and void after a while. Understand that whatever your strategy is based on, I assure you it's based on some type of a curve fit. It's like trying on a glove on a kid. The child grows. When matter of fact, better yet, it's like trying on sneakers for a little kid. And the kid is having constant growth spurts because they're young, they're in adolescence, right? Especially when they're in adolescence, they grow. It's weird, like they just grow funny. So you buy sneakers, if they don't wear them right away, they might outgrow the sneakers before they even get a chance to wear them. That has happened a lot with my kids. I'm like, he never wore them. Yeah, but they too small for him now. His feet grew. His feet grew? Like I bought him a month ago. So it's that same idea. When you have your strategy fits now, or what you think is fit, and a month from now, it don't work no more. The market outgrew your strategy. So the market is constantly outgrowing strategies and methods and systems. Why? Because the market does whatever it wants to do. You see? That's why it doesn't make sense to try to trade with a strategy. Because eventually the strategy will become null and void. And if the strategy is null and void, it doesn't work anymore. If it doesn't work anymore, what good is it? So when you constantly seek out, well, how do I take the trade? When do I take the trade? How much time should be left when I take the trade? What should it look like? How should it set up? What should the pricing be? When you start doing all of these types of things, and that's what your focus is, you're not even aware of the environment of the market that you're in. You're looking for your trade setup. And what happens is the market will gladly give you setups all day long. Market does that all the time on the regular. And what happens is people get caught up in their setup instead of actually understanding, well, what's behind the reason that these trades win. Why do these trades win when I take them? If you start to think along those lines, you start actually making progress to get somewhere because you're getting a clearer understanding of the market that you're trading. instead of just focusing on trading. This is super important. Like, this applies regardless. This explains why people be losing. It explains it. One of the things that I focus on with my group is pushing everyone out of the trade mentality. Because the less that you think about trading, the more you can understand why. Why would there even be any engagement in the market now? Does it make sense for me to even engage in the market at this time? So you see, the timing of the market is way more important than your trade setup. It ain't even close. But as long as you remain in that thought process, thinking about trades, and in your head, you calculating how all this money you're gonna make, but it's invisible money. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose. And when you lose, you back at square one again. You gotta make another deposit. And you keep repeating this. So it's way better for you to understand the actual market condition that wins trades. So even with whatever it is that you're doing, instead of focusing so much on your trade setup, focus on how the market looked when you took the trade setup. Just that alone will help you. See, this is why this is so valuable for so many people. I'm giving you jewels and you're not even in training doing what I'm doing. But I'm giving you the foundation of how you can just be more successful with what it is that you do. Because some of y'all are stubborn. Y'all don't want to train with me. And I understand. It's cool. People have told me, yeah, I was watching you about 2 years. Okay. It's cool. I do hope that you take away the value, though. Like, the reason that I do all of this is because I want to see you win. I don't want to see you losing. And I know why you're losing. And if you, or I should say, until you understand and accept that you're losing because of you and what you're doing and your stubbornness, more so than the market doing something to you. Ain't nobody tell you to take none of the trades that you took. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody puts a gun to your head and tells you to take that one. You taking these trades willingly. So as I'm helping you to understand what you're doing wrong, if you receive it, you can take the value away from what I'm giving to you for free. This is free game all day. Some of y'all just be losing. And listen, I had somebody text me today. And I'm just gonna read just what they said. It's so ill to me. Because it's always the same. It's like it's always the same. They always sound the same way. Just listen. And I don't do this to try to put anybody on blast because nobody knows who I'm even talking about other than the person if they happen to be watching. But I'm not going to say your name. I don't have to. What's so crazy is that they all sound the same to me. But let me get it, because I just want you to see, I want you to hear the language and the terminology that people use. Just listen. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Listen. He said, NADEX been whipping my ass. Come on, wait. Listen. NADEX been whipping my... What is he really saying? Because we know already it's not NADEX. NADEX ain't do nothing to you. But just look at the way that people think when they're doing this. They thinking like, damn, NADEX is killing me. It's not NADEX. They're thinking that the market is killing them. It ain't the market either. Whoa. Huh? So then what is it? What is it? It ain't NADEX and it ain't the market. What's killing you? What's killing you? You remember that game Hangman? If you're ever on the old school, y'all know what I'm talking about. You got to draw out the thing. It's like you draw like the thing where he hangs from, and you play. You know what I'm talking about. It's like playing Hangman. You hanging yourself. You're killing yourself. So just understanding that part alone is the first step. And I appreciate when someone just finally comes to the conclusion that what they're doing, they need to stop doing. And this is whether you seek out my help or not, because you don't necessarily have to seek out my help. It would be wise, but you don't have to. But even if you don't, I'm still going to help you because I'm giving you the reason why. I'm telling you why you're losing. I'm telling you why NADEX is kicking your ass. Let's start with it's not NADEX kicking your ass. Let's start with it's not even the market kicking your ass. It's the man in the mirror. So that's the first step right there for you to elevate. Just like that. And I'm telling you, depending on who you are as a person, just accepting that alone is the beginning of something that's going to be fruitful for you along the journey if you choose to stay on the journey and on the path. Because if you trade and you are on a journey, it could be a losing journey so far, but it doesn't have to be. If you just change the dynamic of your thought process, you can change everything. But you got to understand that you have to admit that it's you. You can't just remain in denial about it. Nah, it ain't me, man. NADEX be cheating. Nah, it ain't NADEX. It's you. Nobody told you to take that trade. Nobody told you to take that trade. You need to get your skills up. You need to sharpen your abilities. And this is another aspect of it. It's like you just want one strategy to use all the time. There is no strategy that works, period. So get out of the thought process of thinking about strategies. None of them work. It's not that mine works. I don't even have one. This is what I'm saying. I don't have a strategy. So don't think, oh, well, Mark's strategy works. No. What Mark does works. You got to do what I do. If you want to do what I do, do what I do. Well, what do? You already know what I do. And I do it great. You know that my training game is retarded. My level of training is retarded. I outtrain everybody. Like, seriously. Like, my whole mission in life is to do more training than everybody in the group. All the time. I watch 301 thousands of times. And continue to do so every day. 301 mindset on repeat every day. When I come on the live stream, what's playing? One or the other, right? That's all day. I didn't just turn it on before I came on. It was already on all day. It bleeds into your execution. Eventually, you don't do nothing else because you don't hear nothing else. You don't see nothing else. There's levels to this, man. I'm telling y'all. Off the wall. Yes, indeed. Say it with me. What's happening? David O, what up? David 301. David know what it is. David be sending me Snapchats. Yo. So like, hold on. First of all, David is one of the only ones I even know that uses Snapchat. He sends me Snapchat of him doing shit and listening to 301. All type of shit. He on a hoverboard, 301 playing. He driving, 301 playing. He in a gentleman's club, 301. Come on, like, what we talking about? So anyway, all right, let me come over to the comments, see what y'all talking about over here. And before I do that, let me look at this EU real quick. See what this is looking like. Come on, EU, what you gonna do, man? EU trying to set up so bad, it ain't there yet though. Y'all looking at this? And almost doesn't count. It's gonna hold too, but you gotta be disciplined. It's gonna stay under there. Discipline. See, and discipline is part of the skill set. Because somebody thirsty, you'll be like, well, I'm taking that, man. That look good. No. We wait for the market to give it to us. We ain't got to take nothing. We don't take. We receive. There's a difference, man. You need to work on your patience. He said, blew my cover. Listen, man, I can't. I'm telling you. But just like, you know, and the reason I even brought that up is because I'm like, damn, he really be doing what we do, like for real. I don't care where you at. 301 on repeat, man. And when you train at that level, your execution is going to be at the same level. That's a fact. That is a fact. He said 301 lifestyle. I don't think about it anymore. Just press play. Come on, man. Come on. Wait. Hold on. Let me get my Don DeMarco on deck. He said, I don't think about it anymore. I just press play. Come on, man. Don DeMarco. Listen to what he said. I don't think about training. What you think gonna happen when he trade? All right. Let me come back. So Don said he said I look for market environment and pace to determine a winning trade. It's a little nuance I've been using for a while. Right, Don? Nuance. Stacy said, how do you recognize condition that wins trades? By observing the market. Yes. Very good, Stacy. She focused.
I'm focused, man.
She's focused. Don said, I don't think it's just the winning of the trade, but the consistency on how a trade is won. Listen to what he said. How the trade is won. How the trade is won. What'd that sound like? How the market is behaving. All right. Mo in the building. What's good, man? You mean to tell me if the market outgrows my golden strategy, I can't just try and sell you another one? Unbelievable. Stacy, no, they don't gotta say nobody's name. Ramon said it all translates to you losing. Yep. Al, boomerang punches. Bilal said he been whipping his own ass. It's all facts. Mark G, lack of training. Stacy, all it takes is $35 to stay alive. Ooh, we gotta get. Whoa. Hold on.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
That's hard right there. Damn. Damn. Me too. How do you recognize conditions? We're gonna talk about it, me too. Stacy says she drinking way too much peach crown. Peach crown is good though. I ain't gonna front it. It is tasty. Don, not always lack of training, Mark G, but in proper training, I feel bad for anyone constantly losing and thinking that it's the exchange. Definitely. Definitely. He hit that on the head because you know that TA is the right training for what we do, period. So I'm glad that he said that because you do need to make the distinction. You don't want to just train with anybody. You don't want to just, get a strategy or a signal from anybody either. Just saying. Ooh, there it is. Mark said that's true, Don. But when I refer to training, it's TA only. It's like let's be clear.
I'm focused, man.
Yep. And it goes without saying. Period. It goes without saying. Ramon, nice hold. Yeah, it did hold. Yes, it did. Surely did. Jamal said last night you get slapped by the market because you're stealing. That trade was not for you, so stop reaching over there taking trades that don't belong to you. What? That was the benediction last night.
I'm focused, man.
He said stop stealing. Wow. Stop stealing. Me too. With the EU when it is slow, there's 99% no pricing and it moves in the last seconds across strikes if closed by like the 420. Me too. It depends on the behavior of the market at the time. You got to understand, it's never just one thing. So when you make a statement, I know that you're just expressing the experience that you have when you observe the market. But you got to understand that the market is not always doing one thing. In fact, it's never always doing anything. It decides what it wants to do. The question becomes, are you able to observe what it is doing and make sense of it? Are you able to interpret, interpret what the market is doing? And better yet, are you able to interpret what you see the market doing? Can you even make sense out of what you're looking at? These are solid questions. Solid. So I do understand why you're saying that, but just keep in mind and be mindful that you can't just put the market in one box and say, well, it does this when it's slow. No, that's not true. The market does a lot of different things when it's slow. It's not about slow. When I say condition, I'm not even talking about slow or fast. Whoa. See, you got to elevate what you're seeing in the market. I just said, when I say condition, I'm not talking about slow or fast. So what am I talking about? You got to dig deeper. You got to look deeper beyond fast or slow. The same way you got to look beyond up or down. See, when you look at the market, what do you see? You see up, down. The way that I see the market, it don't have no direction. Whoa, hold on. What? Exactly what I'm just listen to what I'm saying. It has no direction until it decides to commit. And it can only commit when it has the condition to commit. What? Are you catching what I'm saying? Like, does it make sense? It has to have the condition to commit. Think about it. Look beyond speed. How fast, how slow. It's not just about that. Oh, when the market is slow, it does this. When the market is slow, it does all type of shit. When the market is fast, it does all type of shit. That's like thinking you're going to win just because the market is fast and got momentum in it. The market could have all type of momentum and be erratic. Big candles with big wicks. What do you do then? You got plenty of momentum. Nope. It's deeper, man. There's more to it. I need to restart this timer. I can tell the timer's off a little bit. This thing is off a little bit, little tad bitty. Let me restart this thing. Right there. All right. Got the time right. Sabi, what's up? J. Carly said, oh, Hassan, I forbid you meeting Mark first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Hassan. Jamal, recognition is easy if you respect the market and spend time with the market. Whew. Observation. Mitsu, do you trade ITM, OTM, or ATM? If either one of them, why do you choose that particular one? That's a good question. I trade in the money. I'm able to trade any of them, though. I choose to trade in the money. In my opinion, it is the approach that makes the most sense for the way that I naturally see the market. Being able to recognize the right environment, the right behavior of the market that should be present before you take a trade is the key to winning any trade that you take, regardless of whether it's in the money, at the money, or out the money. It doesn't matter. So whatever it is that you select, you fine tune the way that you see the market based on that approach. This is what I'm talking about as far as recognizing the conditions. It's like, well, what condition in the market always wins the trade with this? How does the market look anytime a trade wins? What is the market doing when the trade wins? How is it moving when that trade wins? Not what direction is it moving? Was it a buy or a sell? Not that. How is it moving when the trade wins? And when I say win, I'm talking about a clear winner, not one that was close. Oh, that was close, man. Whew. Not that. I'm talking about winner, winner, chicken dinner. Undeniable. Make sense? James, what's up? This is good. He said pricing on, this is me too again. Pricing on the EU is hard to get unless you enter timing early, but then that is risky because then it makes its move. So Mitsu, I see that you are observing the market and you're seeing different things, but you need to continue to observe the market to understand what you're seeing so that you know what you can eliminate from the way that you're ultimately arriving at what makes sense. You got to do a process of elimination. This is what I had to do. I had to eliminate certain things until I understood it fully, and there was no question about anything when I take a trade. So, I can see that you observe just from what you're saying. You got to keep observing. Don said the market is the only profession that awards bad behavior, but the problem with that, you can only get away with it for so long. That's why how you win is very important. Boom. Don, that was hard. That was hard.
I'm focused, man.
He said that's why how you win is so important. In other words, you don't need to be congratulating yourself and celebrating wins for trades that you shouldn't have been in. You making a habit of taking the trades you shouldn't be in means that you'll make that a habit and you'll repeat that. Just the fact that you're celebrating the win, you already are off, because the execution process should be so efficient that there's no celebration for the outcome. You already know what the outcome is going to be. So why celebrate? Just to give you some insight into my thought process. When I take a trade, I'm not glad I won. I'm glad that I recognized the trade that was going to win. And I knew that was going to happen. You see the difference? I'm not happy about the win. I'm happy that I know the right timing in the market to be in the trade in the first place. That's why I celebrate. I celebrate the idea of 1-0 every time I trade. Regardless of how the trade looks, I know that my timing is going to be right. That's why I celebrate. Not, oh yeah, I won that. Even your energy shifts when you begin to look at this right. This is what I'm saying. Stay with me, man. Stay with me. Mitsu, commitment means trend is your friend, but how do you know if continuation? Nah, man. See, just you saying that trend is your friend? No. Because a trend doesn't mean what you think that it means. It just doesn't. So you got to get trend out of your thought process completely. Now, what you're asking about, how do you know if it continues? You need to be able to recognize continuing behavior. I'm giving it away for free right now. Listen, if you could catch it, you could do it. Listen, you need to recognize continuing behavior. You just asked the question, how do you know if it continues? You recognize the condition of continuation. Come on, man. Stick with it. Stick with it. He said commitment must go in direction. No. Don't ever say must. What you're trying to do is project on the market what it's supposed to do. You can't do that. You can't say, it's supposed to go up. What? Market is like, you can kiss my ass, I'm going down. How about that? And then the market goes down. This is why I said I don't care about direction. Listen to me. Just hold on. Listen to this. The direction of the movement is irrelevant when you're in the right condition. Whoa. I say again, the direction of the movement is irrelevant when you are in the right condition. In other words, when the correct behavior is present, it doesn't matter which direction the behavior is in. You can't expect the market to move in a certain direction because of your limited thinking of direction. Oh, well, it should go up because the last the last candle was up. Wrong. Wrong. I've taken trades where the market went up and my trade was for sell. with the market coming down on the next candle. Clear winner. How did I do that? How did I know that that was going to happen? Recognition of the condition. That's how I know. It didn't matter if it went up or down. It could have went up. It could have went up too. It chose not to. I'm not recognizing the direction before I recognize the condition. The direction comes after the fact. And it don't matter which direction it is. Yeah, this is wild. This is wild, man. I'm telling you. Your ability to recognize just a variety of nuances in the market. And there's so many of them. And what we do and what I do is simplify it so that you don't got to be trying to figure everything out. We're not figuring nothing out. The blueprint is already laid out for what we do. There's only one thing that we're waiting to see in the market, period. Now, there's different manifestations of that one thing. There's also different manifestations of a variety and a myriad of other things that the market does. And through recognizing what the market is doing, you can always have process of elimination until the market arrives where it needs to be for you to be in the condition that wins trades. That's all you got to do is end up in the right place. That's it. If the market decides not to bring you to the right place at this point in time, it is what it is. You keep moving. No trades. Oh, I thought you took trades every day, Mark. I don't take trades, period. The market gives me trades. It rewards me for recognizing the right time. Come on, man. Y'all got to keep up with this. This is scientific. This is scientific. Like, this is based on actual execution and experience and doing, observation. This is not just me talking. I told y'all about the guy messaged me. He said, yeah, I don't want to hear about analysis. I don't want to hear you talking about nothing. Show me the trade. Show you the trade. Show you what trade. If you don't understand the process, how will you ever recognize the trade when you see it? So it's silly. This is what I'm talking about. Signal and strategy chasers. Don't be that person. Don't do that. All you're going to be doing is running around in the hamster wheel with the hamsters. Come on, man. But this is good stuff, man. Me too. I like what you're asking and what you're saying. J. Carly said, commitment can mean that it stays where it is also. Whew, Lord have mercy. Hold on. Whoa. Listen to what she just said. Hold on. Me too. That's an interesting way to look at it. Stay in position. How does that become commitment? Think about it. Me too. Just think about what it is. If your wife stays with you through thick and thin, is she committed? She's staying. Look, let me give you a perfect example. Let's say that something happens to you. God forbid. Right? You get sick or something. Something terrible happens. And your lifestyle changes completely. And you tell her, like, listen, I don't want it to be a burden to you. It's okay if you don't want to stay and you want to leave. You tell her this. And she says, no, I'm staying. She's committed. That's commit. So stay is commit. It's the same. So I'm using that as an example to help you understand the synonym in the words. They're the same meaning. Same thing. Commitment, stay. Hold. I'm gonna hold on to him. She's committed to him. Like, it's self-explanatory, right? If you just listen to the words. This is why I like using words that make sense for what we're doing. The terminology we use it applies to what we're doing in the market. It just makes sense. Continuation. Listen to the word. What does that mean? What does it sound like? Unstable. What that sound like? It's not that stable. It's kind of stable. What that sound like? Sounds shaky, right? What is kind of stable? It means it's not stable. But you're describing what you're seeing as, well, it looked stable at first, but then it did something else. That's a description. So you say it's kind of stable. You see what I'm saying? As you elevate in your understanding, you start to say stuff like, it's almost stable. Listen to what I'm saying. You start to talk different. This is what I'm saying as far as just being around this. You start to talk different. I can tell just by how you talk that you've been around this. Because if you take anything I talk about and give to you and apply it, you start to understand. It starts to unfold. Regardless, even if you're not in training. This is why you're asking me these questions. That's how powerful this vibration is. I'm telling you. It makes sense. It's crazy. Jamal said, we trade RTM, recognize the market. OTM, observe the market. WTM, wait the market. And GPM, get paid from the market.
I'm focused, man.
I like that. I like that. Paul Brown, what's going on? He said, I thought price has to commit to where it wants to go. Yes. Which is what I just described. Jeff, hey, he said, hey, where do I sign up for this free knowledge? Crazy. Sabi said, when you learn with TA, you will get all your questions answered. I got mines. Don't think that you just start trading. Just learn and the trade will come to you. Come on, Sabi. Wow. Elevation. Oh, you like that? Myriad, right? You like that? A myriad. Right, she didn't move, she held you down. Ooh, she moved. Ooh, move and held. That's hard. She didn't move, she held you down. Good one. I like that. Gary said the process allows us to cherry pick trades. In a sense, and what's funny is that the process allows us to hold the basket as the cherries fall into it. Whoa. The process allows us to hold the basket and the cherries fall in. We don't even gotta pick them. That's the level that we're on. But Gary, that's hard. That is hard, yes. Walker, commitment represents behavior of the position which could be moving in a direction or could be at its destination. Either way, the intent, here we go with the words, the intent of the position is made clear by its behavior. Whoa. Clarity, man. That's clarity right there. That's hard. Mid to a price is stable or stays in position. There's 99% of the time, no pricing. Can't say that. So the 1% of where there is pricing is where the patience comes in. That requires crazy patience. Well, Mitsu, that's not totally true. That's why I said, like, don't try to box in what you're seeing in the market. It's so funny because I remember many times before I started doing studies in the group. Like now I do studies every day. And I do a study, and many times you see me in the trade eventually that we saw the market transition into the condition where the trade came. We literally saw video by video. We had dialogue about it. We talked about it. There was a lesson in every video that led up to the binary that I end up being in. In many instances, other people in the group took the same trade as me. In many instances, other people in the group took the trade that I had commentary about in the study. Nico did that today, as a matter of fact. He took that same trade that I said that I was going to wait because I didn't want to chase. He said I felt confident in the behavior, and I totally agree. And if you feel confident because of what you recognize, that's your goal. That's like, so understand that there's no right or wrong thing to do. There's right and wrong timing. Minute ago, when we were looking at the EU was 1 micropip under the strike. And I said, it's going to hold. And it held. Well, Mark, why didn't you take that trade? Because that's not what I do. I'm disciplined to not deviate from what I do. See, so with time and training, repetition, you develop all of the necessary things that you need so that you remain in line with what the market is doing. I don't ever, and for me, I personally and intentionally won't allow myself to do certain things that come natural to do just to force myself to have more discipline. Just to do it. Like, nah, nope. I know I could have took that one, but no. Just to force the discipline, because discipline is an integral part of what you need to have to do this long term and be successful. Without discipline and without patience, you ain't gonna be able to do this. Period. You're just not. Because you need those in order to execute the process. How you gonna execute the process? You don't even have the patience to wait. How you gonna execute the process if you're not disciplined to not take things that don't belong to you? Like Jamal said, that trade don't belong to you. Stop stealing. The market willingly gives you. You don't gotta take nothing. Just wait. So it becomes more of a matter of, well, I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. That's what training is for. So there's steps. There are definitely steps. And yes, you need patience 100%. Look at what he said. He said, I'm impatient. That's the problem for me. What was I just talking about? You have to have patience. This is what the video 301 Mindset on the channel. You need to watch that every day, Mitsu. You need to watch that every day. And work on your patience. Because that thirst has you talking the way that you talk when you say stuff like, well, 99% of the time, there's no pricing. That's not true. Like, that's just not true. But that's how you see everything because you don't have patience. So every binary that you're looking at, oh, no pricing. Oh, no pricing. Well, you looking for a trade. You're not recognizing the condition that is going to win the trade. You learn how to do that first. And then trades magically come. They just appear. Because during the process of learning how to recognize the condition, you're developing the necessary patience and discipline that you're going to need to wait until the trade comes. Jesus. Some of y'all not ready for this. But see, you dealing with the market, so you have to be ready. You have to be ready. So D said, we'll burn that right out you. The fire. Facts. Facts. Yeah, that impatience, that's a bad spirit on you, man. You got to get rid of that. Melody said, the price that you have to pay to win all your trades is giving up your bullshit. Woo-hoo. Impatience is your bullshit. Come on, man.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
This the come to Jesus moment.
I'm focused, man.
Come on, man. That's what it is. Like you see how everything is consistent with the dialogue that we're having. I'm not saying anything different than what I've been saying for hundreds of these live streams. I think we're pushing close to 400 live streams just on YouTube. And they all sound the same. IG's gonna cut off y'all, but I'm gonna come back. Don said the market is very unforgiving, but it's always forgiving to the man in the mirror. That's right. So in other words, it's never too late. Yep, it is never too late. Never too late. All right, so IG is back up. Opening the doors. Yeah, so some people are never going to be able to trade, not because the market is this impossible thing to conquer and all of that nonsense that people think. It ain't because of that. It's because you're not willing to adjust yourself. You're not willing to be corrected. You want to continue on doing bullshit and expecting the outcome that you want. Where does that happen? Nobody gets away with doing bullshit that they ain't supposed to be doing and win. Who does that? If you're doing bullshit, your bullshit is going to catch up to you. And that's just it. Then it becomes, well, what's my bullshit? Impatience. No discipline. Strategy mode. Trade mode. Greed. I want it now. I can't wait a year. It's going to take me too long. How long do it take for me to get this? How long is training? All of that is bullshit. For many people, it's old bullshit because you've been saying this now for years. This content been around for 3 years now, since 2017, going on 4 years. Old content is crazy. I did a whole education series, 100 videos, just teaching, educating, different topics, all market related shit. I did that because I wanted to help people to become educated before they start training. Started from scratch. What's out the money? What's at the money? What's in the money? Which one's the best one for a beginner to trade? When should I go from demo to live? Why do I start with $100 in a live account? These are videos I did 2 years ago. And if you listen to what I was saying, then I'm saying the same thing now. It just sounds crazier now because it's at an even more elevated level. So that means that it was true then, it's true now, and it's even better now, and it's simpler. We at the point now where I'm telling you out the gate, before you even start thinking about trading, you got to work on your mindset. So what do? I make a video, a public video for you to listen to every day. It's called 301 Mindset. Here, listen to this every day. It starts immediately working on your bullshit. Immediately. That's what you need. See, what happens is when you get rewarded for your bullshit because you win some trades, you're continuing to validate the bullshit and you're looking for a way to keep doing bullshit and winning because you don't want the losing part of the bullshit. But the bullshit is losing because a false win is a loss. Oh, well, I win about 8 out of 10 of my trades. Well, why do you lose the 2 trades? Oh, yeah, well, because I got impatient on one and on another one, I was being greedy. Oh, shit. Listen to what you just said. Impatient and greedy. That sound like mindset stuff to me. Sound like that ain't even had nothing to do with what you're doing in the market. It sounds like mindset stuff. That's why I love to have conversations with people because you got to tell me the truth. If I ask you, all right, well, how many trades do you take in a day? I take about 6 trades. Well, damn, that's a lot of trades. Why you take so many trades? Well, because I keep taking them. Anytime the market gives me a trade, all right, cool. How many trades do you win? I usually win 5 out of 6. Well, why do you lose the one trade that you lose? Oh, because sometimes I get, a little anxious and I always want another one. Sounds like mindset shit to me again. So your problem is the mindset. Work on that immediately. Stop trying to trade. Get out of trade mode. That's how you're going to start winning. You got to win in your mind before you start winning, like for real. How you going to win in your account if your mind ain't winning? What we talking about? Your mind ain't winning. People be bugging out, man. And I'm like a broken record. I say this shit every day. Want to see you win, man. Otis said, if you're fully committed to the process, you will understand patience and discipline are integrated into the process. Lord have mercy. Excuse me.
Down the Mongo.
Wow.
Down the Mongo.
Hard. Blockchain said it's like chewing bubblegum and riding a bicycle. Mitsu, most people are in habitual rush mode, so right out the gate, people are not in the right mindset, me included. Mitsu, I got to give you a Don DeMarco for that. Self-awareness. Don DeMarco for self-awareness. Come on, man.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
Listen, that right there is the first step to changing it. Accepting that you're doing it. That's it. That's the first step. Boom, right there. Like I said, what'll help you, Mitsu, is 301 Mindset. That video was on the channel. Watch that video every day. Like, I'm serious. You want help? 301 Mindset is gonna help you. It's gonna help you. That's it. Start watching that. Next time that you come on the live, talk about what's starting to change. Stuff is gonna start opening up. It just is, man. This shit works. It works. It's crazy. It works. That's why people get confused when they come around us. They're like, wait, what is this, church? Like, you sound like a preacher. What do you go to church for? Come on, man. Church is helping you with your mindset, man. It's the vibration and the energy. The vibe all day. Applegate, what's up, man? 301 area code. I like that. Yeah, this is another one for the books right here. Another one for the books. This was hard. This was a good live today, man. Mitsu, thanks for coming on and sharing. That was powerful. A lot of value comes from when you share. This is why I love sharing, because when you share, it's not going to just help you. This is going to help somebody else. Everything we talked about today is going to help a bunch of people. And that's what it's about. That's why we're going to continue to grow, because we helping all the time. That's what this is for. TA is here to help you, man. It's here to help you. Want to stop losing? You got to stop. Stop doing your bullshit. Yes, sir. My man. He said it helped me. Yes, yes. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm going to holler.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.